Hey, what's up? Welcome to the Imagination Creation Films, and today it is Friday, the 23rd. Is it the 23rd? Wow. I don't know why I'm already screwed up. That's awesome. Yes, it's the 23rd of February. It's probably that leap year thing, just like a gravitational pull, just pulling the days further away. So it's 4 o'clock, my time, which is your time. Because that's what we do. That's how we do it here. That's kind of how we hang out. We got the fan club here. They're, you can say anything you want about them. They're chicken. So we got lots we can talk about today. I'm interested in a lot of y'all's takes. Some of y'all I'm not interested in at all, but most of y'all. No, we got a lot of stuff we could chat about. Next week is going to be a fun week of announcements and it's the little things in life that make everything just a little bit better. I'm excited for next week. 2 different companies are going to be releasing some stuff. Core has sneaked something out there. And Kessler has sneaked something out there. And they also have Chaos, should be released, I think, first of next week. And that supports Unreal now? Ooh, lovely, lovely, lovely. Oh, yeah, King, you threw me off completely this. I saw that. I was like running ahead of schedule. I'm like, am I streaming this whole time? Oh, man, the evil things that I had been saying. Oh, yeah. Jake, good to see you. I got the snow falling out here for you. It's just like home, right? Good to see you out there. Glad you can make a live stream too. Gregory, sir, how are you? Oh man, Greg, my design hell has been. I always used to say I couldn't design stuff, and I think that's wrong. And Cynthia had corrected me. It's not that I can't design. It's that I can't commit. I literally have on my design machine over here 18 designs for one silly thing that I'm working on. It's kind of funny. I'm working on this is a hat. I seriously doubt I'll be able to. Wait, I can't show this one. I can't show this one. This one's bad. There we go. I don't think I'll be able to sell these as merch, but I'm gonna make up a whole bunch of them. I'm gonna wear them around NAB. I'm gonna wear. I think I'm going to wear like 10 or 15 different hats in NAB, just depending about the day. But like this is one that I'm working on. You either shoot red raw or nah. That's from the previously never released red wrap that I was supposed to do with the puppets, and Ollie can defend. And then this one, this is just dumb, but are you there yet? Someday they'll get to 8K. So let's see. Yeah, that was a tangent. Always quick to respond. Well, you know that's what I do here. And you're in sync. Yes, I finally I got rid of Color Me Bad and I went to InSync. So now it's a much better place. Yeah. I will be in sync from now on, and I honestly would not have any further problems if I could just get some more Macs. It's amazing to me how easily I obtain PCs, but Macs, for whatever reason, basically I'm assuming, no, it's fact, is that I'm not going to buy, and you can't upgrade a Mac, so I'm not going to buy an 8 gig model, and I'm not going to buy the low end model, so I need at least 16 or 24 gig. And I'm not going to buy the 1 gig Ethernet. I'm going to buy the 10 gig Ethernet because I'm going to use it for other purposes. And so instantly, the $500 Mac Mini just became $1,000. And that's why I don't have them. And I have hundreds of these, well, not hundreds. I have single digits of these PCs. How many do I have? I have 4 of these little mini PCs everywhere doing various tasks, like the one running the screen back there. We have the one here. That's now the design machine because it just can't cope with this. Mac solved the sync issues. Yeah, but it's in a nutshell there, Gregory, it was that machine running Windows 10, good solid machine. It's an i7, it's like a 11th or 12th gen, I think. It's a 4-core, 8 cores of 4 cores of hyperthreading, 4 cores plus 4 hyperthreading, 16 gig of RAM. Anytime the CPU would hit about 50%, which if you're familiar with hyperthreading tells you have 100% CPU, but you really only have 50 because 50 is using the hyperthreading, which is the same core. But anytime it would hit 50, it would glitch, and once it glitched, I would never be in sync again. That was the thing. And I mean, it took me, 18 months to finally figure that one out, going back and forth all the time. The Mac recovers instantly. I'm literally fiber optically connected to my storage server Mac back here, and I'm using it over here for the live stream. So you get in-sync goodness now. Good times, good times. SP3 versus Nano Prime thoughts. So I haven't played with the Nano Primes yet, but I have spoken to people who have. There's some interesting things going on in there. The Nanos are definitely different than the SP3s. The SP3s, it's interesting. An SP3, you either love it or you hate it. It's cut and dry. And it's surprising to me how many people love hooks and hate the SP3s. And to me, I kind of dig them. Number one, because you can control the CA. Just stop down a little bit. It's no big deal. But they have a lot of CA. The Nanos are a little better designed, so to speak, but they kind of cozy up to the supreme design. But both of these are almost, I don't know for a fact, but almost certainly it's Cook and Zeiss and other people going to China and saying, okay, you need to make as good as you can a copy of this lens, but don't make it too good, and we need to sell it for an extraordinary profit. That's what I believe those are for. I will have to withhold judgment on that King on which one I would choose. I'm a fan of the SP3s. I'd really be a fan if they came out with a 65. Phil, our good old buddy Phil, recently played with the SP3s, and he liked the 75. The 75 is the cleanest of the lenses, and so I'm assuming that's why he liked it, because they get crazy. Hi from Bolivia, South America. Hello. Keen says the Alaskan tundra in the background looks quite calm, if you ask me. That is an authentic Texas snow right there. That is filmed right here. I mean, I wanted to be as realistic as possible, so I filmed. This is my driveway. That right there. Well, it's just to the left of my driveway. That's my driveway. There you go. I've been able to keep my M1 Max for 3 years so far. It handles 8Ks. There's no question there. I love it. I've got two big workstations back there. Man, my nose is itching. I haven't even started burning my prop yet. I've got what is it? The 913 gen. What's the current gen of Intel? 14? I think it's 13. Is it 13 or 14 or 15? I don't know. It's the previous generation of the 900 series Intel hyper-threaded, or the high-end one for desktops. With a 3080 back there, and then I have the what was it? It was the old 14 core back 6-7 years ago. I can't remember which one it is. And I've got the 1080 Ti graphics card on that. Those are my two like hustle and bustle workstations. I can't bring myself to sell those. I am on a cord. Nothing throws you off when your feet aren't level. Yeah, I can't. I mean, I could certainly buy a Mac if I sold those, but then I wouldn't have them. You know how that. Dirk says, happy Friday, everyone. Happy Friday, Dirk. Jacob says, woo, some audio popping, or is it me? Define popping. Am I too loud? If I'm hot, let me know. I'll bring it down. Hello, Dirk. M1 Max can be used full speed on battery. Yeah, it can. I love. Most people, I think, know about the extreme setting, but like you go into the battery settings, you could turn it on. Don't try to conserve power on battery. It's awesome. Now, I did not get 6 hours out of that M1 Max. I have the original M1 Max maxed out, minus the storage. It's got 64 gig, 16 inch. And when I'm not connected to power, I get about 3.5 hours if I am going full bore with red footage. Otherwise, no, it does great. It's about 10 hours. Chung says, I hate the SP3s. I like the S4. Well, come on, Chung. You, sir, have an opinion on everything. Well, I think most people do, but you don't like the SP3s. You don't like CA. I'm guessing. But what if? What if it's a tilt shift anamorphic? Ooh. Jake says, in my opinion, from what I've seen and having used the SP3s are character and more vintage look. The Nanos are less character, more clean, but with the AXIF data and the weather sealing, but much larger. Yeah, they definitely look about the size of the CP3s. They're priced higher than CP3s. I don't like the CP3s, and I really don't like the CP2s. So it'll be interesting. I like the Supremes. It'll be interesting to see what the Nanos turn out to be. The SP3s have a ton of character, without a question. But I like that. I don't know if I would call them vintage. It's possible I could fit it in that category. That's a tough hit for me, though, actually. I don't know about that one. Chung says, Ace, as first AC pulling focus on SP3 isn't as nice. That's true. I mean, it is a much smaller diameter barrel, which means you're going to be turning slower. Let's see. Something weird with the audio is going on. Does anybody else tell me what I got on the audio? Almost flittering in and out. Can anybody else confirm what Jacob is hearing? Is it Rex? Is he need a little more cam? There we go. Crackle. Okay, there's a crackle. A crackle. Okay, I need to hear this then. Let me hear it. Let's see what we got here. We always have to diagnose audio problems. Oh, there is a crackle. Let's see what we got here. We always have to diagnose audio problems. Huh. Yeah, let's see if we can try this. Let's see if that works. Try that. There's going to be a little bit of an echo here for a minute while I listen to this. Let's see if it's working now. Nope, it's crackling. That's interesting. How do we end up with audio problems again? Insanity. Wonder, let's see here. Did anybody change anything here? Audio, automatically adjust, no reduce, no. Okay, we're good there. Huh. I don't know, maybe it's going to get loud for a second. Let me just reset here, hold on. All right, let's see if that helps. Does it? Did it? I don't hear anymore. Oh, I don't, was that one? Can't tell. Maybe I need to talk louder. That is weird. That is new. What do we got here? Not using CPU here. So kind of makes me wonder. Huh. I don't know. Y'all tell me if it's unlivable. I will go further with it. Cognition, is it sick that I am obsessed now with getting Raptor X and I'm just a beginner? I know I'm going to get scolded. You're not going to get scolded, but you are going to hurt yourself. Raptor's not difficult, but if you're going to jump into red, you're jumping into the biggest red, period, and it can become exceptionally overwhelming. But I do feel you on that, because Raptor X it's literally like the camera. There's not much else that anybody needs right now, for sure. Cognition, missed you last week. Yeah, I was in a weird funk through the week, and I said, I just need to take the Friday off. I need to. It was worth it. Almost fluttering it out. Let's see. Rex works harder than me. It's Rex, he puts in the hours. You are peaking clipping. Amaran F22 versus Pavo Slim 120. I mean, the F22 is fairly solid. I'm not a huge fan. Not a huge fan. I'm a fan, but not a huge fan. Pavo Slim, not bad. There's other options, but they're way up in price. Not a fan of the SP3 either. They don't feel at all. No, they don't feel like the SP2. They're definitely not like an S4 or anything like that. But they do have some similar characteristics to Pancros, but not a lot. Cracking, raspy. Hello, David. The Nanos have a completely new optic recipe. Even mechanically, they're far superior to the SP or CP3s. Haven't had a chance to check them out at BSC. Nice. Fluttering audio. Your audio is clipping. I was feeling crazy, but no one was saying anything except for me. Well, Jacob, we can't, without more testing, determine that. But the good news is that people who aren't crazy always ask if they're crazy. In other words, if you're crazy, you never think you're crazy. So it's a good sign that you thought you were crazy. Just say it. Chuck says audio sound quality like cable isn't fully connected. Is it when moving? I need to find out. Now it's gonna bug me. I was trying to avoid this life. Wiggle. I'm trying to avoid this life. Wiggle. No, it's not there. I don't know what is going on. Let's see here. Let's check the, don't hear anything there. Whoa, that makes, whoa. That made some noise, didn't it? All right. Let's see, is it better now? Wait. No, I'm hearing clicking. What's going on here? What is that? Oh, there's definitely an audio. Okay. Woo! Sorry. All right. How about now? Let's see if that's. I'm gonna put that down. See if that helps. If not, we're gonna switch. I wasn't ready to switch, but let's see if that helped. So far, I don't hear it. Oh, fine. Hold on. That's how we do things around here. We just do it all live. I mean, the only reason I ever live stream is just to really work out all my audio issues. See, it's popping now. That's weird. I'm not moving. Where? I gotta get this off from review. This is gonna be fun. Take this, and then this, and then that. That just goes there. Hold on. We're going to be talking about AI. So here in a moment. Yeah, we're going to fix this audio. Oh, I wonder if I'm, hold on. This is so weird hearing myself. How do y'all stand listening to me? Okay, let's see. Cancel. Test. That's hot. Test. Okay, so we're gonna go. Try that. Let's see. Okay, is that any better? Any better? Let's see if that's any better. Listening for clicks. Listening? Anything? No. Loud. Scott talking loud. Nope, there it is. Okay. All right, we're going switching. Hold on. Almost there. Let's see if there's another question I can answer while I'm fidgeting. Oh, here we go. Alex says, job market question for owner ops and small crews. Are sliders no longer a thing if they're... It's that's a gray area, really. Surprisingly, they're... Okay, I got to turn myself off here. Hold on. The echo was killing me. So it is. I almost never go anywhere without a slider. Gimbals have definitely taken an edge away from them because you can do several of those shots that way. All right, test. Okay, that's good. All right, so I'm gonna turn my audio back on real quick. Sorry. This is going to get loud. And I apologize, but you know, you don't want to hear this stuff, do you? Oh boy, here we go. It's about to get loud. I'm gonna do like all the cool TikTokers do, and I'm just gonna hold the lapel like it's clicking, isn't it? Rex, what are you doing? What are you doing? Is it clicking? I can't tell. Doesn't sound like it's clicking. Hold on. Test, test, test. I'm gonna have to tape this mic. Okay. Let's see here. Test. Well, I've got to tune this. I was doing testing on it. Test, test, test. All right, test, test, test. Ooh, that's hot. Okay, hold on. Ooh, that's definitely too hot. Test, test, test. Nope, too hot. Sorry. Sorry, we're gonna get here. You know Jared's in the back just laughing his butt off. All right, fine. I'm going to do this. 1 second. All right, out with the old and with the new. All right, we're gonna take that here. Okay, I think. Unfortunately, I don't have the audio tuned for this yet. So this is going to be fun for sound. You're not going to hear my awesome mellow voice. All right. And then I'm definitely earning my my burning of my prop today. Ooh, here we go. But to confirm, we have solved the clicking, correct? But to confirm, we have solved the clicking, correct? We're just thinner. Okay, let me go check the audio or check the feed here. Gain down, volume up. Hey, Sparky. Gain down. Check, 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 check. Okay, we're test, 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 test. We're a little hot there. Yeah. Test, 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 test. There we go. That's better. Okay. All right, there we go. Oh, that's still hot, isn't it? All right, we'll bring that down. Almost there. Or you just go check right here. Audio test, 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 test. Okay, we can bring this up now. Test, 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 test. Test, 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 test. That's a little loud. There we go. All right, we'll try that. Okay, I'm gonna pause that, and we'll see what we can get to here. So I always take a slider because I definitely believe in sliders. The thing about a slider is if you one-man band it a lot, you can get away with it. You can't do that on a gimbal. It makes it very difficult. Sound warbled, clicking fixed, but so low. Time for a Rode USB. Now, this is. I had to do this on the fly. Super fly. It was so weird though. Why is that? Hold on. I wonder. Da Vinci. No, let's see. We're going to Blackmagic. ATEM software control. Is this thing set at 30 frames a second? 29.97. No, it's 23.98. Huh. I don't know. I don't know. Test, test, test. So the audio coming into here is low. The audio coming into the Komodo is hot. So we're gonna bring this up. Test, test, test. Test, 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 test. How about that? Let's see. Oh man. I just want to deal with it. Oh man. There we go. I just want to deal with it. There we go. I just want to deal with it. There we go. What is that? Let's see. Check that. What is that? Mic on. Check that. What is that? Mic on. Check that. This is weird. Mic on. Check that. This is not weird. Audio levels right now. I don't know what's going on. Well, let's see if we can cope with it for now. Let's see, what did I miss here? Much better, much better. Okay, we're gonna do with it. So yeah, the thing I like about a slider is I can go and grab it. Literally, I will go and do that right now. So I'm not working on audio at the moment. I literally will grab a slider, and I go in and do a little corporate interview thing. Slider goes down, set it on the side, it ping pongs back and forth. I'm doing all of it. I'm getting a nice two-person feel shoot. I mean, we're not fooling anybody. We know it's a slider nowadays, but it gets you there. The gimbal is more for bigger moves. It would be the bigger attended moves would be the way to phrase it. So I own a gimbal. I own a dolly. I own a dolly. I own slider. I own 4 sliders, 1 dolly, 1 gimbal. I used to have the Movi Pro, and I downsized, and now I just use the RS3, and it's fine. I mean, camera's got smaller. Retro audio. Oh man, this is gonna kill me. We're good. Really? What does it sound like? We're good. Really? What does it sound like? I don't know what this is. All right, let me switch. This is killing me. I don't know what this is. I'm gonna switch audio. Let me switch. This is killing me. I'm gonna switch audio. And that's going to kill it. And now we're going to go back to here. Let's see. And that's going to kill it. And now we're going to go back to here. So let's see. Is that any better now? So let's see. Is that any better now? No, it's not. Doesn't sound any better, does it? Is that any better now? No, it's not. I don't know. Whatevs. Way too irritating of an issue. You know what? I don't want to deal with it anymore. There we go. So yeah, Alec, I hope that answers. If not, if you want to ask more pointed question, feel free. Because yeah, sounds like skipping audio. That's kind of what I was feeling. I don't know why anything would change. Really. Yeah, I really don't. Staticky. See, even get click connecting from iPhone. Still a little bit. Seems okay now. That's weird though. These guys. I mean, the timing is pretty hilarious. I was literally just being lazy and swapping over from the G3s to the new Theos from Deity because they're worth it. The weak point on the Theos is this microphone right here. And full review is actually coming. It won't be this week. It'll be next week. This sounds thin, but it can sound better. So it'll be it'll be something that we'll be attending to here shortly. I just don't know why all of a sudden it wanted to die. Well, hopefully we can deal with it the way it is. Hey, Glenn, how are you? Still use my MYT slider a lot, but I may be old school. Glenn, you are not old school. You're classic. You just cook old school food, which I adore. And I still love your kitchen. I still definitely want to talk with you. Still need to make that happen. A little. Nope, it's back when you talk, so it's associated with your input. Really? It's back right now? Wait a minute. Let's see here. Is this you something? No, nothing has changed in the room. I've stopped myself from ordering the Raptor X. The cracking is tolerable, though not that bad. Moonhouse. Sora is Japanese for sky. Ah, yeah. Sky's the limit. Boom. Can you talk about how to approach motor settings and keyframe curve in Chaos to get a smooth start with Kessler Moco? I have City Drive and Shuttle Dolly and always get a bump to start. Cody, I will give you a short answer here. But go watch the live stream from 3 weeks ago. I did a live, it was a Wednesday, I did a live Chaos full tutorial. And I talk about that. And I about halfway through, I show how to optimize and how to get rid of that. But basically what you're trying to do, electric motor has 100% torque. So when you start a motor and you say go, the Kessler motors go 10,000 RPMs. Oh, maybe you're not supposed to see that one. Maybe we'll just use this one. Oh, wait. These go 10,000 RPMs inside. So, and at 10,000 RPMs, you may only be going, depending on the motor or the gearbox that's in there, you may traverse 3 feet in 5 seconds. You might do it in 1.5 seconds. You might do it in 30 seconds. So, to get it to move in the speed that you're wanting it to go, or that you've programmed in the timeline, then when you start it, it's going to go at that RPM. And since it has 100% torque, it takes off. And you have a little thing called inertia, which is the sled takes off, and the heavy weight that's on top of your camera, it has to catch up. So when dealing with that, always understand that you need some level of ramping to do it. And I turn off auto ramping on Chaos. And I'm assuming we're talking about Chaos. If we're talking about the app, it's similar, but not quite as robust as Chaos. But I start probably about 25% on the ramp. But what I tend to do is I'm usually trying to maximize my performance in a shorter period of time. And the way I do that is I take the start point and the end point, and I say, what is the fastest time that it will run? And it'll list out, gladly, I'm glad they updated that a couple of years ago. It'll list out all of your different axes that you have, and it will tell you your slider can run this move in 9 seconds, your tilt can run this move in 2 seconds, and your pan can run this move in 22 seconds. So now I'm going to focus on the pan, because the pan is the slow, it's the slow child to get up in the morning. So I will then go and grab the handles on there, and I'll unlock so I could unlock the handles so I can grab them, but I don't turn on cusp handles. I don't want to go up and down. I just want to go side to side. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag that handle all the way out until that line gets jagged. So the line is solid. That means it can perform the move in the time specified. If it's dotted, then it can't do it. So I'm going to pull it over here until it goes dotted. Then I'm going to pull all the way back until it goes dotted. Then I'm going to put it right in the middle. Then I'm going to go back and I'm going to say, what's the fastest it can move? Now it's gone from 22 seconds to 9 seconds. Now I'm going to do it again. And you have to do both sides. So the start and the finish. You need to to adjust those until they're at that center point. That'll be the maximum speed that you can go based upon your damping settings, your max RPMs, and then your ramping does it itself. To get smooth movement, you have to ramp up and you have to ramp back down. Ramping back down is not so critical, but if you ping pong and you're changing directions, ramping back down is absolutely as critical because you need to decelerate and then turn around and accelerate back up. Doing that properly, you can take a move that jerks in 30 seconds. It's just a simple slide back and forth that takes 30 seconds and it jerks. You can get that down to 4 seconds and it won't jerk by doing the ramping. And then the other point that I will say is if you're doing keyframes and you all have the ramping, the heavier your gear is, or the more inertia that you're going to inflict on your system. And this is not a hardware issue. Literally, $250,000 Bolt robots, they have the same problem. And I can tell you 70% of robot shots are unusable because it wiggles, because you don't have that ramping done. Been there. When you have a bunch of different keyframes or a bunch of different axes, and you are ramping, move your keyframes ever so slightly. So there are times you probably don't want to start a pan first and then a slide, but you can start the slide first and then the pan. And if you just ever so slightly offset them, then you won't create harmonic frequencies. So as silly as it seems, you've got 3 axes, 3 different motions. When you start, you've created a vibration. That vibration is the start and stop of the inertia of the payload, and then whatever the axis is. So the slider, there's a frequency there. I don't know what it is. It varies depending on what it is. But when you ramp, you're canceling that out. But when you have multiple axes and they all move at the same time, even though you ramped them, you can create an inertial harmonic that happens. So offset it ever so slightly, and then do the ramping that way. And then I encourage you, go back and watch that live tutorial. It is worth it. And I show you in detail exactly what I'm doing. Plus you get to see all the cool features. Hopefully that answers your question. If it does not, please put some more back in there. Crackling sound is pleasant, like an ASMR filter. Better still crackling. Am I hearing voices? Yes, you are. I am from the future. Saturday morning here in Melbourne. It's true. Did Scott manage to solve his audio issues? I don't know. It's funny. You said something, Greg, and now I got audio issues again. They torched away. You woke the dog up. Nah, he's fine. He's not going anywhere. It's not 5 o'clock. Terry, I have the same problem with the sound with the SDI isolator was next to the audio input on my Komodo. Interesting. That Komodo's not running an isolator. Is the popping still there? Let me know if the popping is actually still there. I'm interested. Gain the bad boy up. Okay, they torched the more AI foot outrage. I'm sure it's coming. Oh yeah, the way. I mean AI. Well, we're going to touch on some AI because I have some thoughts on this. Gain down, volume up. Isn't that a cool song? Gain down, volume up. Ha ha. There we go. Clicking solved. Okay, sounds better, Greg. Slight crackling. Still a bit hat. Hey, Chung, are you going to NAB? If you want to hang again, we can do that. Audio's a bit low, but cleaner. Okay. Clicking fix, but so low. Yep. Okay. Getting there. Sound warbled. There. Time for a Rode USB. Oh, I've got one, but I ain't using it. So it's pretty okay playing with the Mac Studios internal speaker, 6K XDR. Doesn't have. It does it. That's a weird omission, isn't it? I feel like that you pay that much for a monitor, it should at least come with speakers. See, it's all right. We'll pretend it's the film and project. That's funny. I'm telling you, Jed, my life's goal. So, I mean, once my big feature gets finished, and I start it, and then it makes $1 bazillion, I'm going to celebrate by doing the world's first live stream on film. It's going to be a delay, but we're going to get it done. It sounds like an audio sample rate mismatch, and that's so weird. It shouldn't be. We have been solid for weeks. I love the moon. Thank you. That was my that's my moonshot. But we just we're gonna kill it. The first time it was super clean. Whatever you did after that was fair. Is you the answer? Yep. Thanks, bud. Yep. Glenn friends, it's pizza. It's got woohoo! Oven's hot. Julie's pouring the line. I'll try to catch you on the next one. Absolutely. Have fun, Glenn. Audio is really 80% of video. It's actually more. It's hilarious how much, and I know it, that it consumed this live stream because it was bad. Which mic did you get with the Theo system? I used the WLAV Pro and the WLAV Micro, and neither one sound thin. I don't know which ones these are. Let's see which one. These are the... I thought these are the really small micro ones. I have to go look at my own voice and see what it says. Yeah, they sound thin to me. My voice, I'm trying to think of, I've never heard your voice in person, Jake, so I can't comment. I've heard you on live stream. I assume that's exactly what you sound like. I mean, the mic is good, then, yeah. My voice is very bassy and muddy, and it requires a little bit of finagling to get a good sound out of it. But the Sennheiser mics, forget which one it is, they do really well on me. And what I've noticed on this one is it's really, put that in there. It's almost like there's a 75 hertz cut on this microphone, and there's not right now. I verified that one. I've done all the testing on these. I love these things. They're great. The weak part here is the decibel level. And that is because I am a very loud person. Excuse me while I turn on my ventilation system. I know it's snowing outside, but we gotta do this to burn this prop. I can clip this microphone if I get a little too excited. And I suspect there's work to be done with that. Okay, dokie. Sound filtering, is it low on battery? No, those are brand new batteries on that. Have you ever made salami? I have not made salami. No. I'm about to shoot 8K VistaVision vertically. Any tips? Cry? My tip would be don't shoot it vertically. Frame it vertically. Shoot it 8K wide and pull the 4K vertical out of there, because nobody has 4K streaming vertical video, thank God. I mean, that's what we did on that commercial that Timmy and I worked in Atlanta. We shot and framed wide, or we shot wide, or normal 16:9, but we framed out in the middle. We put custom guides, which you could do on DSM-C2. You can't do it on the current DSM-C3s. And we did custom frame guides in there for vertical, so we could always keep that in mind as we're framing. Allowed us to get a bunch of different videos out of one. Aloha, Brendan Talbot. Has anyone read EOS HD's blog post about Sora? My God, now I'm afraid. Okay. Let me catch up on these, and then we're going to talk about AI, because I'm not a doom and gloomer, but we're going to change for sure. Are you using the new Theos with Phantom Power? No, I'm not. Okay, let's get max speed listing. I don't think it came to CineDrive's Chaos. Ah. You should have, yeah. Well, you're going to have to guess which one it is because it'll be one of your axes. It's probably going to be the slider motor almost always, unless you're doing a big move on something else. Friday evening of the good. Hello, Ollie. How are you, buddy? I definitely will check that out. Thanks for the tips. Yep. But I wonder if it's a ground somewhere like on a power strip or something. Nothing has changed there, and I have recorded 2 videos that had good audio. I don't know. I will do testing afterwards, but not today. Popping is still there? That has to be a sample issue, like Jake said. It has to be. I don't know what else it could be. That would be interesting. I'd be afraid to make that change. Just got my gigawatts, so well made. Nice, nice. In Janet we trust. The poor Waymo didn't move because there were people standing around the car. Oh, yeah, the one that they torched. Still waiting for a sponsor to confirm. Wait, Chung, you get sponsored? Oh, man. Poetic robot death. Yeah, that's the best line is poor Donny Cab. The perfect live audio journey continues. Ollie, I don't know what it is, man. FYI, fresh pizza is the only acceptable excuse to leave. It is true. It is true. But you can also have fresh pizza and enjoy the live stream. It's spotty only when you speak. It's like it doesn't. I mean, oh, man. If I do this, it's going to, I don't know. Oh. Wait a minute. No, that's not it. Man. Yeah, the thing I want to do, I think will destroy the live stream. And we don't want to do that. And that is, I want to reboot the ATEM. Because the ATEM has actually been on for 3 months now. I hope AI doesn't turn vegan. Well, AI, we'll get to that. We'll get to that, Jed. Just wait a minute. We're going to get to all the AI things. We're going to get to my take on AI, which some of y'all have heard, and then we're going to talk about industry. But first, let me destroy this prop, evil prop. George, hey George, hope you're doing well. Greetings from London. Good to see you, George. You're going to take your little electric bike out for a high-speed run? Do it. So in the future, iterations will be powerful previs tools. There's already way more powerful than Sora, already. I remember once having a weird audio issue with certain rechargeable. These are actually alkalines in this one. And we've swapped complete systems, so that shouldn't be it. So it is either camera or ATEM or computer. That's all it can be at this point. I'm at least happy that it wasn't this, because that's weird. Hello, Kevin. So, Kevin, what do you think of the 75 IRIX? Come on, speak. There's a bit of pumping effect with the pops. I don't have an audio filter on. Let's see. Audio. No pumping there. Let's see what we got here. I'm gonna have to pull out my old man glasses to read. Let's see here. Test. No, we're fine there. Let's see. Let's go through the settings. Boop. Frequency's good. Yep. Gain's good. Mic level's good. Interesting. Now there's audio, right? Test, test, test. Now there's audio. Yeah, okay. All right. Cool. Okay. So that's not that. All right. So back down. Record. I could boost up the RF power though. I was definitely interested in seeing how far I could go with the audio. I don't have a low cut. Yep. Battery is good. Yep. Good. Okay. Test, test, test. Interesting. I don't know what the pumping would be. Interesting. Test, test. Mute, master. Don't have any. Yeah, nothing really going on there. Interesting. Okay. Good to see you, Carlos. Tyler Perry's $800 million studio. Well, we'll talk about that. I think that fixed it. Really? It pops when you're loud. If you whisper, it's fine. I don't whisper. You know that. It came back. Can you try on another channel? Well, it can't be the channel because I have two completely different microphone systems on two different frequencies. Test, test, test. When I'm loud. Let's see. Test, test, test. Let's pull this down. Test, test, test. Test, test, test. Test, 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 test. Everybody's happy now. Everyone indeed. Okay. How's that? Any better? I guess I could listen to it myself, couldn't I? How's that? Any better? I guess I could listen to it myself, couldn't I? Now I'm not talking, so now I have no idea what I'm saying. I wasn't expecting the delay to be that short. That's a sample issue. That is, whew, okay. This will be fun. I'm going to make the executive decision here. If I turn the headphones really loud, and he's not talking, I can hear slight pops in the room fan. Okay, so it's happening. All right, I'm going to kill the power, and it's going to freak out. It's going to freak out like crazy. But I'll be back. Start. There we go. And then, am I back? Oh boy. Audio. Let's switch. It's not. Do we have any audio? Let's see what we have. Oh boy. The things I do for love. Let's see. I do have audio. Okay, so I don't have video. Stop camera. Start camera. Oh, there. There. Oh, we got. It went back to that setting. Okay, so let's see where my audio settings are. I bet you they're low. Test, they are very low. Change this audio back. All right, so there we go. Let's see. We'll see if there's any more popping going on. Oh, it's still popping. All right, so there we go. Let's see. Let's see if there's any more popping going on. Oh, it's still popping. That's compression. Because when I had it turned, that's compression. Yeah. Whoa, where? Because when I had it turned. Oh. Okay. Man, Carlos, you get the gold star today for nailing that. Okay, so we're gonna come in here. Frequency, output type. Yep. There. Level. Yep. Down. Okay. RF set. System. No. Where? Test. I don't have limiter set. Where is that going? Why am I singing when I do it? It's so funny. Scan, manual, color. Interesting. Test, test, test. Test, test, test. Okay, so what do you hear now? Huh. Let's see. Let's check something on Komodo real quick. I definitely sound thin though. But I'm able to get louder now, which is weird. Audio source. Yep. Yeah, there's no... Yeah, the regular Komodo doesn't have that. No limiter on that one. Only the Komodo X does. Let's see. Let's see, is that any better? Only the Komodo X does. Too much. Let's see. I can turn it down a little bit. Let's see here. I hate this. I literally hate this. I hate that this is my life. Not really. I enjoy my life. It's just, it's annoying that so many have to deal with my inept. It's like, hey, let's ask this guy questions. He knows what he's talking about. It's annoying that so many have to deal with my inept. Okay, wait a minute now. Let's ask this guy questions. He knows what he's talking about. Hold on. So now we're going to bring this down. Hold on. Test, test, test. Hold on. Wait. So now we're going to bring this down. Hold on. Test, test, test. Okay, there we go. How's that? We're not popping anymore, are we? That's not right. That's weird. Wait. We're not popping anymore, are we? Yeah, we are. That's not right. That's weird. Huh. So, this is weird. I'm watching the levels on all these devices. I'm not clipping. I'm 6 decibels down on Komodo. This is weird. On the microphones, I'm fine. I'm not clipping. Let me check this one. Test, test, test. I can turn this down a little bit. Let's see what happens. So how about that? Let's see if that helps me. Let me turn this back up so I can hear. Let's see if that makes it any better. So how about that? Let's see if that I can't hear. Let's see, I'm gonna turn this up a little bit. So let's see, if I talk really loud now, and now I've got it set to 0. Oh. Let's see, if I talk really loud now. Okay. Okay, this is so pathetic. All right, we're gonna pull this down. Okay, I'm gonna pull this down here. Let's see if anything changes. Did anything change? Test, test, test. Pull this down here. Let's see if anything changes. Did anything change? Test, test, test. All right, let's try that. Let's see what happens here. So what I was saying was, I'm going to listen to it just real briefly. All right, let's try that. Let's see what happens here. It's still clicking. So I'm watching the levels on everything, and I like to keep the live stream fairly hot, and I keep it about -3 going in to the stream. But I keep everything -6. There's not much gain at all on Komodo, and I boost going out of the wireless receiver. All the levels are showing -6. over here on the ATEM, it's showing my levels are negative 12.5 right now. When I had it to negative 6, that's when I was getting thin. And that thin sound that was here, which was way worse than the thin I was talking about earlier, that was kicking in from some type of compression somewhere. Let's see if I missed anything. Oh, sorry, not 70, yeah, 65. 65, too much. Let's see here. Bill's leftovers. Oh yeah, sorry. Rex, everybody's here for Rex anyway. Faint but promising. Elevator music, please stand by. Headphones are real loud. Okay. I don't have another channel. Yeah, I need the drunk monkey that's like holding up the clapper. As frustrating as it must be for Scott, I am now deeply invested and curious at how it works out. No, it's frustrating and exceptionally embarrassing. Too much time fixing audio. Let's roll as is. Got it. Leave it alone. I think it's better. Too much time. Yep. Hello, Mike. RX65 is sharp with character and nice bokeh. Great add to the current set. Very impressed with the IRIX line. How's the CA on it? Because that's what everybody's going to ask. And interested in the bokeh. Whatever you did brought it back. Well, everything's going to get rebooted later. We came back when you did whatever to do boost the volume. Right. See, I wasn't boosting the volume. I was bringing the volume down, which was really interesting. Sound worse now? No popping when you're distant, but pops when you have studio quality. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. You connect a person and do a try run, because it looks like YouTube is really... I mean, pretty much most everybody just gets used to it. It's not a gain issue. It's computer live stream stopping and restarting the stream and/or I can't. I'm not using OBS. I'm using StreamYard, and if I stop it, it'll kill the stream because it's hosting the stream. And I'm going out to Facebook and X at the same time. Mission, I hear you. I do tours of the vast estate to see if there's anything I can shoot. So my cat is looking real nervous. There's no money in used cats. There's a joke there, but yeah. Bernie, hey Scott, what are the tools used for white balancing with Komodo X and a small HD monitor? Mine is Cine 5. A really good way you could do it is pop a gray card in front of it, turn up saturation in your CDL, and then you can adjust the white balance until the red, green, blue all come together on your waveform. That's a fast way to do it. Small HD monitor, but let's be honest. The beauty is, who cares? You're on RAW, so when you get back, as long as you put anything white or gray card, then just in post, do that exact same thing. I go into Resolve, pop a power window right over the gray card or anything white, if it's snow, whatever. And then I crank up the saturation, and then I go over to the slider, or the color temperature on the raw side, and adjust it until they all line up. And you'll have to do the tint too, because your red and your green are gonna, your red and your blue are going to, I think it's better than this. That's not very good. Been having nothing but audio issues. Again, yay, me. So your red and your blue are going to expand, then your green is controlled through your tint. So adjust them until you get them really close, and then bring up your tint, which is going to move your red and your blue. And then as soon as you get them all together, then you're golden. That's the fastest, easiest way to get white balance if you don't have a color temperature meter. yeah, cognition is right. It's raw, so we don't really care. We want it because we want it to look right on camera, and obviously if you got a client watching, it needs to be right. But even if it's close, I don't sweat it because I can fix it. Scott, do you miss your Dragon? Honestly, no. I miss saying it. I miss saying that I had it. But I honestly don't miss it. And what's sad is like I see more and more DSMC 2s and 1s for sale, and I saw a Monstro kit for an unbelievably cheap price. And I considered it for that length of time, and I'm like, I don't want to be in that system. I love that system, but I don't want to be in that system now. DSMC 3, hands down, way better. Alex says, sliders, Kessler and their motion control ecosystem sounds like the best choice if I can afford. Was considering syrup, but they seem to be dead dying. I want to buy once, cry once. Alec, oh man, here comes Eric. I'm going to, Eric, if you put your earmuffs on for a moment. Alec, if you will reach out to me, I have a coupon code to get you a heck of a deal on Cine Shooter. You might want to get with me after the live stream, and I will give you the coupon code. You'll probably want to need to act quick on that. But yeah, definitely. If you're looking for motion control, pan and tilt as well. Hello, Eric. How are you? Happy birthday yesterday. These are not sitting here. I'm not. They're just there. I don't know what it is. People are too nervous about perfect white balance. White is also a tool. You're absolutely right, John. You are absolutely right. I mean, it's funny how much we concern with white balance, and then we'll light the entire scene like ice cold and put blue lights on faces. Yeah, it's kind of irrelevant at that point. Why didn't you? I don't miss DSMC 2's ecosystem. I know that's a funny. If I could have DSMC 2 or nothing, DSMC 2 all day long. DSMC 2 or Sony FX6, DSMC 2 all day long, for what I do. But any DSMC 3, well, Komodo is a little underpowered for my requirement, but Komodo X, which is right. Right. I'm trying not to show stuff. Oh, okay, that's good enough. Komodo X is perfect, and to me there is no question of the ecosystem with DSMC 3. It's vastly superior, and I mean, think about. It's weird. There's a ton of accessories for DSMC 2. Don't get me wrong, in DSMC 1, but the playing field now for DSMC 3 is really wide, and it's really deep. There's such high quality stuff out there from like Sutton and Mutiny. You can get, man, hold on, I gotta remove something that can't be seen. Till next week, and then pull this out. You know, like the stuff from Mutiny with the X side. It's awesome that the stuff that we're getting, the mid 49 stuff, it's awesome. This thing, I didn't think about that. So this you're gonna want to know about soon. But I can't tell you about it right this second. But what I can tell you is you're gonna be shocked, and you're gonna want to pull the trigger on that one. I'm telling you right now. Um, let's see here. It's hidden. Let's see here. Oh, hilarious. Eric shows up, is literally here. Everybody wish Eric a happy birthday. It was yesterday. He really gets embarrassed by it. So it's fun to do it. I can't read the chats because that's dumb hard. I know! Isn't that annoying? They put that, so you sit there and push the button and get all the hearts flowing on it. I hear you on that one. I'll hit you up. Yeah, Alec, yeah, you're going to want to jump on that. Pure coincidence. Have him talk to Jason because of next week. Yes, I will get him situated rapidly. Because yeah. My red Kessler receiver finally showed up. So nice. Those gunmetal plates need to stay. I can't show it. Yeah, I want to. It is nice though, isn't it, Ollie? It's sweet. What did you all do to Scott? He's hiding under the desk. We need a tease and Kessler. I mean, it's kind of a tease. They're just like hanging out. I mean, there's all kinds of teases in the photos I posted yesterday. I love obsessing on camera. I do too, actually. We got to talk about AI. You keep bringing up AI stuff. We got to do that. Hello, friends. Hey, Luca. Rex says hi. Well, he gives you his back. Like it's now about laptops and being solopreneurs and AI design, right? Ciao. You need to read a book about human experience written by a bot. Right. What just happened? Did the sun just go out? It's dark now. That's weird. Oh, I guess that makes sense. Yeah. It's a 2-hour and 15-minute loop, and I started it before. Well, it's nighttime now. Guess I better kill fake sun. Let's see here. I love my DSMC 1 Big Dragon, DSMC 2 Ranger, but really wanted to get my hands on Komodo X. I'm telling you, dude, it's going to change your life, Kevin, and you'll understand. You really will. It is something to behold. Let's turn this. There, the sun's down now. Well, you know what? Let's have a little street light. I like a little street light. There we go. All right. So King says, "Are you nervous about 8K being enough?" No, I'm not. It's become norm, but we need 10 or 12. We're gonna need them, and we're gonna want them. It's nice, honestly, coming from 6K, that 8K will like make me feel full, like I'm dieting, and I'll feel full for a while. So it's nice for that. I don't think we're going to have a mad rush of adoption past 8K. We will have some adoption, and there will be people that shoot it, but yeah, we just have to wait to see. Because right now, there's only one greater than 8K camera. Well, I guess there's the 9x7, but if we're talking about the Black Magic, the reachable within reach camera, the Black Magic is not 12K. Let's be honest. It's a great 4K. You have access to a 3D printer? Yes, I do. I have a 3D printer. I have laser cutters. I have an embroidery machine. See? You shoot red raw or no? Is that something merch-wise, anybody would want. I don't know if I can get away with this. I have to get licensing if they would even let me. What the? Didn't notice? Oh, yes. I thought the eclipse is the month away. I'm not interested in anything about has to say about human experience, but that's the point. You're right, cognition. Definitely documentaries, weddings, and factual presentations will not be affected. I have more thoughts on that. Media rights, usage, ownership, all fun and games until someone makes real money from it. No one's going to get to make money from it. So, okay. I should start putting Kessler's bank info. I know. I hear you. The fact is, large language models predict the next word based on anything that has ever been said. Yeah. So, here's my... You guys are going to... On the live stream, you're getting a sneak peek at my... All right, then. I'll have to figure out what happened to my script. Interesting. Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay. I have not tried the Vision Pro. I want to, but I kind of don't want to. I'm interested in what has not been said before. Yeah, so this is a phrase. This is my summary of AI and its success, rather not. It's being original isn't creating something that no one has ever seen before. It's showing something no one has ever noticed before, because no one relates to something you've never seen before. And it's AI is a copy of a copy. There's no way around it. AI can never, ever, it's not possible. It is a language learning model. It can never create something that hasn't been created before. Yes, it will look different, but it is an amalgamation of everything together. Eventually, as AI floods the market of AI, or you know, if you go out and you have AI look at what a heart looks like, it'll look at Google image search and it'll say, "Oh, a heart is shaped like this," and all of its learned models will be based upon that. Eventually, those AI models end up in the stream. And now AI will look at the first model and the second generation models and make third generations. What happens is you take this high resolution, so many facets and points and everything, and it ends up being a circle. That's what you end up with. Has Jared played with Sorry? Jared's played with more stuff than we could possibly imagine. AI spicy autocomplete. Until it's not. Think about it. If AI, you ask AI to create the ultimate spice, it's going to do that until the ultimate spice is now in the model. And then it all changes. And eventually, I mean, at some point, you could end up with something that just tastes like milk because it got so diluted in everything. So, where I'm going with that's my foot. Interesting. Where I'm going with this is none of you, well, maybe I'm the exception. None of you are on here to listen to a robot talk. But with my audio issues, you're probably more inclined to be happy to listen to a robot. You come because I'm a person. I have flaws. I can't do audio for crap, apparently, on live streams. Even though I may be 6.5 feet tall and you might be 5'5", I'm relatable. I'm relatable in that you know what a 6.5 foot tall person is, and I know what a 5.5 foot tall person is, or vice versa. Everything is relatable because we're human and we interact that way. Sure, we can be fooled, but for how long? How long until we know that we're being fooled? I mean, right now, yeah, you could say, oh, well, the AI is not as good. That's why we're catching on. How do you know? You don't know, but you do. Because the moment you find out that it's not real, you're not going to have any interest. So, yeah, Hollywood is going to make, someone is going to make a full feature X-Men level, Marvel, Star Wars, whatever. They're going to spend so much money. They're going to buy every NVIDIA AI card possible. They're going to make a movie, and they're going to make the movie by typing in prompts, and that's it. And it's going to go out there, and it's going to make hundreds of millions of dollars, and they're going to have spent a fraction of that, and they're going to be in the background going, yes, that was awesome. We all bought tickets because it was something new. What was new was not the story. What was new was that AI wrote it. Once we've experienced that, what is the draw? So the first movie is going to do great. The second AI movie is going to do less, and then less, and then less, and then less. And then eventually we're back to, I want to hear a story from a human. Stories can be made up by AI. Lately, it's really bad the way AI has been. Boy, Google, Gemini. Oh my God, that cracks me up. But that's the rules. We'll get into rule sets here in a minute. So, Tyler Perry, he's putting his $800 million on hold. Yeah, he's saying it's AI. You know what he's saying? I'm going to put it on hold because nobody's making anything right now. It's very few in Hollywood making anything. Why? Because they know another strike's about to happen. And I'm guessing that the studios are not going to give IATSE much money or much of their demands, and we're going to go into a strike. And then everyone's going to be pressured. Again, so many people have lost their homes already. It's nuts. AI is going to adjust Hollywood. It's going to have to. It's going to have to adjust unions. It's going to have to adjust everything. Because efficiency. Now, take a step to the side. Look at what AI is going after right now. Rotoscoping is like the most tedious work on the planet. And yes, there's skill involved, and I'm not saying anything that you're a mind-numb robot doing it, but it is literally busy work to do rotoscoping. It's a thing. There's not a whole lot of art, but there's some skill involved, but not that much. I'm not trying to slam rotoscope, but that is something where AI should be focusing. And yeah, there's been some focus on it, but guess what? We ain't there yet. We got a tease of it. Everybody did it. Adobe came out with theirs, and let's see, Resolve has theirs, but we don't have perfect rotoscoping yet. We've moved beyond now. Now we're talking about, oh, let's do entire characters and entire stories and everything else. They're going for the creator's job. That's the wrong move, because they can't create. They can only mimic. There's something to be said that humans do the same thing, but I think they're going to jump the shark. I mean, it's never going away, but they're going to jump the shark, and we're going to be around. If you just stick with it, just keep doing what you love, then it's going to be okay. Now, the crews are going to change. I can tell you that right now, that there is going to be a massive change at some point in crew size on set. There's just no way around that. It makes me sad, and I know a lot of people get paid a lot of money on set to do some of this stuff, but you know, the last feature I was on, it's sad to see people sitting around doing nothing. I'm not the evil manager guy who wants to see everybody working all the time, but it's not efficiency. And I know that they work their butts off at the beginning and they're waiting, and then they work their butts off at the end. I know, but there's efficiency involved in there that could be better. Let me get to some comments here so I can go back. Large language models are not sentient. They're reproductive. We are creators. Yep. If a nerd at a company dumps their IP, are you serious? The spider just like, to generate a script, does the AI owner now own the IP? That's the issue. So yeah, you're going to find a lot of question on copyright. And I was just talking to Tim earlier today about that. He has a firm belief. I, of course, have the opposite belief. That's our running joke. But he believes that AI is going to be 100% copyrighted, and everything is created will be copyrighted because they will make a fundamental change or a small change to it and be able to do it. I say that's not going to happen. I say it's going to be challenged a lot and end up with something else. We'll see on that. I mean, honestly, if AI writes everything, why should I pay? Why should I pay to see it? If you didn't spend $100 million on it to create it, but you made it to the level of a $100 million movie, why should I pay you the amount of money that I would normally pay to see a $100 million movie? I coined the term exposure bucks, AI exposure bucks. I think I coined it. No one else ever did it, but I will go see an AI movie paying with exposure bucks, AI exposure bucks. What it means to be a human being is a function of bringing something into being from nothing. It's creation. Life is creation. Yeah, technically speaking, we are all a large language model. My DNA merges with wife's DNA, and we get baby DNA, which is we get a watered down next child or next generation. However, we think up new things that are not based upon what we've seen. That is something different. You'll know if you post a pic of foxes with 5 legs. Copy of a copy, nailed it. I mean, if anybody's ever seen, oh God, what's his name? Oh my God, Mr. Mom Guy, where he clones himself and then he makes a copy of a copy, and the copy is running around going, "I like pizza, I thieve." Yeah, that's it. Large language model is doing infinite monkeys behind a typewriter. What will eventually type out Shakespeare? Maybe. I don't know. I don't think so. No. No. The trick there, Chung, is you used an existence as your example. Shakespeare. We know it exists. We know what he wrote. Therefore, it could never create Shakespeare because Shakespeare's already been created. Yeah, origin, cognition, mission. Be considering these questions for a bit. AI is a good source for inspiration. I agree with that. I think it is. It does make you think things differently. I enjoyed it when I have an alien movie that I've been working on for exceptional period of time. And I take most of my inspiration from Spielberg and Close Encounters, but I was able to use the AI to generate some looks that I hadn't thought about. And that was nice. That was good inspiration. I'm not going to use the looks. I'm going to use parts of it. I think that's great. I think AI is good for that. Copy figuratively. Could this be people? Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you get credit for that one, Moon, or not. You might have said it before I said it. I don't know how far back that was. 5:25, 10 minutes. I don't know. Might have hit it at the same time there, man. Fascinating stuff. But why are we doing this? To relate something about the human condition, not note. I mean, let's think about it. What is the story in Top Gun? What is the story in Top Gun Maverick? Think about it. You may think it's all of these other things. It's not. It's a human story. And what made it so good is that everything in there was relatable to the human. Sure, there were things that were relatable to Air Force pilots. There were things that were relatable to bartenders. I mean, there's lots of little things relatable, but it was ultimately a human story about, now I can't spoil it, but if you haven't seen it, shame on you, go see it. But it's literally about a father figure. There's nothing new under the sun, including AI. I don't know. Aren't you new, Bill? My audio issue is new. Movies are interesting because they offer insights into the human condition and about empty, clever reproduction. Yeah, so an article that everybody's been bringing up the Tyler Perry thing, and I think Tyler Perry, there's a couple of things going on there. We talked about the Hollywood aspect. I think he's pausing for that partially. But if you embrace the AI, what happens is it's like, we'll call it a drug. It's like refining a drug to its like best point. It gets better, it's better, it's better, it's better. Eventually you can do the drug and it's bam, instantly. There's no regrets, no regrets, blah, 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 and then you're done. Tyler Perry, if you embrace the AI, you're not going to end up with hour and a half, 2 hour, 3 hour movies. You're going to end up with 15-minute movies because they could just pack it full with everything that's necessary to tell their story and nothing else. Then it goes to 10 minutes, 6 minutes, 1 minute, 30 seconds, 6-second vines. I mean, think about what TikTok did. TikTok didn't actually kill YouTube, despite what YouTube thinks. YouTube's fine. TikTok took watch time away from YouTube. They didn't change the format of YouTube. YouTube is still, people still love YouTube for the long form content and the live streams with bad audio. You go to TikTok and you're like, swipe, 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 swipe. It's a low attention span. I want my quick fix. I want my perfect drug. And you keep going. Well, guess what? This is a time waster. I'm not doing anything when I'm literally consuming all new all the time. I don't get invested in a story. I don't get invested in people. You can't get invested in people. The people aren't real. So you're going to bring that down to this tiny little point where it's like a second. You're flip, 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 and I've seen everything. What is that? If you look at Amazon, the article, the other article I was reading was about Amazon buying the Tolkien Hobbit series, the rights to it for $500 million, and tried like crazy to make money on it. And people are like, whatever. They strayed from relatable. And relatable is the human interaction. And what they thought was going to be their most viewed everything, it was not. Their most viewed everything is a series on television from 15 years ago. Netflix. You spend all this time, and when you stray, you find that the most viewed thing on Netflix isn't that cool movie that they strayed on. It's Seinfeld. Before it was Friends. What do these all have in common? They're ultra relatable. They're investments in time, so you invest in characters. And they had stories. My favorite, honestly, Seinfeld is one of the most genius television shows ever written because it's literally the most relatable show to anybody because it's about nothing. That's the joke. It's a story about nothing. But it's literally a story about everything as nothing. And you can relate because that's your life. My opinion, of course. Okay, me and Jack Daniels. Let's see. It's going to change everything, including us. I don't know about that. We're gonna change. There's gonna be people that are gonna want to be part. That they're gonna jump into the whole Elon Musk thing, and I want to be digitally downloaded. There's gonna be people like that. Then what? Sure, but isn't there a point of panic? Is that a point of panic? Change is conserved in the universe. Everything changes all the time. That's the beauty of it. In a sense, it's funny because you can literally say these points make us living in the Matrix. Why is Rex laying that way and just perfectly content? Case in point. Let's say we destroy the planet. We're so bad, we say, screw it. Let's just everybody burn oil on our houses, drop nukes everywhere, destroy it. We can't possibly live on it. Nothing can live on it, blah, blah, blah. What does nature do? What does the universe do? It drops an asteroid on it. It blows up. The whole thing reboots. And we don't exist anymore, but something else does. Actually, change is all there is. Which country would be most likely make Skynet? Ooh, that's a good question. What do you think, Chung? I'm interested in your opinion. I would put money on China, Russia, and America. I don't think India's going to ultimately win the world battle of who wins. It's funny, people don't realize that. India is going to. Oh, really? Thanks, AT&T. Why don't you tell me what happened? They're like, we're sorry about that. We're going to text you. India has not the largest population, but they're ramping up and going to overtake China as the world's largest single population area. And India has a fraction of the land. So they're gonna expand and people win. Adobe's Roto Brush is a joke for 2024. Now, who do I think is gonna do it first? I don't know. I would almost say China, but I honestly believe China, Russia, and the U.S. all have it. Russia probably can't afford it, so they have like Skynet, not Skynet, but Adobe's Roto Brush is a joke for. Yes, I agree. And I mean, I have this. I was so happy that I got to shoot this one scene. I talked about it before. I recreated the Forrest Gump running in Arizona, and I shot 14 shots of me, which on a busy road, by the way, with my wife running out there and putting the camera back up exactly where it was. We had tape on everywhere. Shooting 14 takes of me being the individual runners. What I didn't think about, I was wearing gray shorts. I was cold that morning. I was wearing a gray hoodie. I had gray shoes on. The road is gray. And there's 14 of me running. And I was going to use the beautiful AI tool to just use contrast. Nope. Not one, and I have tried them all. Not one AI tool has been able to roto that. That's going to have to be manually rotoed entirely, and I'm not doing it. So you've never seen it. Someone in OpenAI posted this on X. We very intentionally are not sharing it wildly yet. The hope is that mini public demo kicks a social response into gear. So rule sets. Let's talk about rules in AI, because I'm interested in that one. What do y'all think about? Y'all know AI has rules, right? It's what it's not allowed to do. It's an interesting concept. It's the peeps that turn all responsibility over to it. No matter what, the singularity is near. Maybe. We all download ourselves into the digital world, and we get an asteroid. I'm telling you. Unless you got backup tapes floating around in space that aren't affected by the asteroid, and the aliens that pick up those backup tapes have that model of restore, the tape drive. I think about that stuff. Did I miss one? Oh, not yet. Singularity implies sentient creation and the ability to conceive that oneself exists. Singularity would be never needing to leave oneself ever. Roger Corbin Cruise, yeah. We ain't anywhere near that, I promise. Exponentials, maybe. It is true. Exponentials are big. We just got lucky in stabbing at components of cognition, but we're nowhere near the sentient. Yeah, AI itself is really dumb. It really is dumb. Multiplicity. Ooh, I must be way behind. I'm sorry. Matter of fact, coverage, we haven't even yet cracked creation. We've only approximated simulation. This is true. I want to say something. And I don't want anybody. I don't care what side of the issue you're on. It doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. You're allowed to think how you want. But what I want to say is about I'll avoid it, but well, I'll just summarize it this way. We talk about we know absolutely what is affecting the weather. We say that. We have scientists that say we know absolutely that Joe using that spray can literally did this. Possibly. Maybe. Maybe certainly. Possibly. The problem is there's things that we're not doing that we have no idea of. We don't know when a tornado is actually going to happen. We can predict the conditions, but we don't know. When it happens, and we do pretty good job at getting people, some advance warning, 15, 20 minutes. Look out, the storm could produce tornadoes, but that doesn't mean where you live, they know a tornado is going to happen. When a tornado does happen, they can't stop it. They can't start it. They can make it rain, but you didn't actually make it rain. Seeding clouds, people talk about that. Oh yeah, they could do it. They've been doing it for years. Okay. But you didn't make it rain. You changed when it was raining. The rain was always going to happen because the cloud density was there, or was going to get to that point, or was going to not. So all you did was the cloud was going to move from this state to this state, or this country to this country, and it was going to rain over here, but if you made it rain here, now this one doesn't get the rain. You didn't change anything except where. And that screws up stuff more than not. But that being said, you can't make it rain. You can't stop it from raining. You can't intensify a hurricane. You can't stop one. There's so many things we can't do. We have no clue. Then how come we're so certain about everything else? We're not, and we shouldn't be. We can be smart. We can be clean. We can know that these things can do things and we shouldn't do them. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying electric cars are bad. I like electric cars. What I'm saying is there are too many people that want to take this and this and this. This is not politics. Trust me. It's this, this, and this. Doesn't matter what side you're on. And then they say these three things equal all of this answer. That's not true. It's this, this, and this. And that's this. Approximated simulation. Cracked creation. We have a cracked creation. We can do certain things, but we can't always do certain things. If you've cracked it, you can do always creation, and you can do always not creation. I guess you can technically not do always. You can murder, but yeah. What's your favorite alien movie? Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Number 2 all the way. Aliens. Aliens. I mean, Aliens was good, but Bill, what's his name? Come on, man! I got to take it, man! That was like the most annoying character ever. Has anyone heard the theory that Top Gun Maverick? Oh yeah, I've heard that one. That's funny. I mean, let's debate Lost, the series Lost. I think we're past the point now where spoilers for anybody. I mean, come on. And if you're worried about it, then just mute for a minute. Because there's like 150 episodes. 150 hours you're going to have to spend to watch the series. In the end, Lost was a bunch of people got on a plane, the plane crashed, they died. Could have been told in 5 minutes, the whole thing. But it went 125 episodes. And what that was, we know the story arc. This is how much time we have to tell it. And then they threw in flashbacks, flash forwards, flash sideways. That was wild. The debate point is that show actually the greatest demonstration of what an AI generated show would be? Because it's literally simple, and then you just said, make it longer, make it longer, make it longer, make it longer. That's what I got. Cadence, pacing, fear, hope, suspension of disbelief, character development, coolness, everything. Yeah. Man, I talk so much. I put up my nose is still itchy. I'm in a good mood today, even though my audio sucks. I really thought I was done with that. So sad. Which kind of tracks somewhat. AI is Whopper. Yeah, AI is Whopper. Simplest form. Tyler Perry is good in Gone Girl. Yeah, he was. I love Gone Girl. Practically give me anything Fincher, and I'm in heaven. And no, sadly, we are not getting a season 3 of the Manson one. There was a story saying that the lead actor has been talking with production, and it sounds like there's a season 3 likely. It's not. I never heard that. That's interesting. That's the cognition. I don't know what you're referring to because I'm so far behind. Let me catch up here. Carlos, hey, AI can try to convey tone, but it can't relay emotion. Relay, change the word relate. I think that is probably, it can try to convey tone, but it can't relate emotion. I think that is probably the smartest statement that can be made. Carlos, thank you for inspiring the one word change of your entire sentence. But I mean, it's ultimately saying the same thing, but it can't relate to it. And so relay, I guess, is convey. Yeah, it's all the same, but good point. It's almost 2 a.m. Good night, everyone. Good night, Greg. Moon House, I can see thousands of optimists helping us go to Mars, and then millions, and then helping us. Chung says, U.S., I think, is most likely to militarize stuff. China be more using it to make money that they don't really develop much military stuff. That's not true, actually. Japan is a wild country. They really are like the perfect melting pot of not people, but personality traits, I guess would be the way to do it. Because there's some really smart people there, and there's some really lazy people there. It's like everything, and it's in a tiny country. Japan has the capability, for sure, the technological ability to create such things. But you also have to look at, like Toyota. They are so smart that they knew not to jump on the electric vehicle train. But I think it's China. I think it's so Chung, let's extract it. I don't know if your initial question literally meant the Skynet that gets out of control or just the Skynet. If you just meant just the Skynet, then I would ask, which one do you think will develop the one that gets out of control? And to me, that one is either going to be U.S. or China. And I would put almost more money on China. Good night, Gregory. Yep. Bill says, AI not only has rules, but we must be aware of bias AI can have in serious consequences. The story about tornadoes would make a great movie plot. I wonder if they should be remaking it. They should, they're like, we're not remaking it. We're plussing it. There's twisters. Can make it rain. Ask the ladies at the club. The lobster box. Is it? Let's see. We'll make partly cloudy, but you get the idea. Yep, exactly. And then boom. I think AI will be a great tool for daytime soap opera scripting. Probably not that far off. Not Penny's boat. I don't know. Remember, you flash forward. You can't have a flash forward unless you have a multiverse. But you can't have a multiverse because no one thought of it then. To quote T2, I now know why you cry, but it is something I can never do. And then you just do the. We don't know much about China, guys. The moment you go to visit there, you realize. Okay, so let me clarify. China, as a nation of people, is an amazingly diverse, beautiful place. It's everywhere, everything. They have so much, and they have so little. They have, like Japan, they have some seriously intelligent people, and they have giant amounts of population. Then they have a military control basically over everything. But it's not like, that kind of control, but it is a control. It's not North Korea. It's not like that. But it is the things that they do in plain sight, but they also do. We'll dive into this. It's going to sound political. It's not. It's more of a stratego kind of thing. A board game from the 70s, 80s. China has been building islands and converting a dot in the middle of the ocean into an island, and then converting it into a military base or a city or what have you. They've been doing this almost certainly, in my mind, because they know India is going to have to pop at some point. They're going to have to go out. And it's really wild. If y'all have never, if you've never looked, go to your favorite. Apple Maps, oddly, is better than Google Maps on this one. I don't know why. But go out to between the Philippines and Japan and China and what else is over there? There is a set of contested islands that they talk about in China. Type those in and zoom in with satellite, because don't look at the driving where you just see drawings of land, because there's no land. It doesn't exist. They haven't put it in. But when you go to satellite, it's there. Look at what China has built. And the one main island that the Philippines, they said that's ours, that we fish there. Well, now China's moved in and says you don't get to fish there. What happens here? China does a lot. Some of it is good, some of it's bad. Don't get me started about America or Russia or anybody else. There's lots of stuff. China letting something get out of control? Never. Nice play there, Ollie. Yeah, Luca, that is the problem with AI. And I think, like, for us in America, I think this election is going to be one of the most interesting ones. And if it's not this one, it'll be the next one. But it's going to be in the next 5 years. And that is people that don't know how to recognize AI are going to be fooled by it. And that is scary more than anything. China fighter jets are still old knockoff U.S. fighter jets. Only Japan and the U.S. have humanoid. What's going on? Yes, Japan has. China's really good at taking ownership of something that already exists and then getting it as efficient and cost-effective as possible, and growing from it a little bit, but quickly. And they get to do that fast. If you look at China as a technology, in 50 years, they have pushed beyond what any country has done in any period of time. And they do that by borrowing technology. Everybody borrows technology. The human orbit stuff are fake. Yeah, there's a lot of that. Uh, I love that I forgot about it. Well, you brought it back up. Now I'm going to think about it. Brandon, yeah, the Fuji X100 Mark VI. I am actually interested in it. Uh, I had not the previous one, but the one before that. I liked it a lot. It was a great camera for just taking stills. I enjoyed that. What I like about this one is it's 40 megapixel because I like high resolution, and that's kind of cool. And it's being made in China, and they said that they will be able to supply a bazillion of them, and it's only $1,700. And so I'm excited with that. I'm also excited. Have y'all heard of the Canon stuff? So the rumor mills now are bustling with a R1 and an R5 Mark II. The R1 already exists in some hands of some people testing it. They will both be announced in April. I think the R1 will actually be releasing in April. And they're going to have some mind-blowing technology in it. My speculation, and Ali, you know how to extrapolate from our live streams, is it's going to have some technology that's shared that we've seen before. And then there's also going to be 2 new cinema cameras that are going to replace 2 lines of cinema cameras. And they're going to be new. So 2 different lines replacing the others. And those are going to have some seriously interesting stuff that my guess is we're going to have seen. So they're supposedly announced in April. And the cinema cameras will be available in this fall, but we'll see. Releasing a movie about a civil war in a contentious election year is risky. It's not one, Ollie. There's like 3 of them. And all I want to know is who's the bad guy. That's all I want to know. In these movies, who are they going to portray as the bad guy? I just want to know. I honestly, nothing against Russians, the people, but I miss the days where you had a clear, defined bad guy that you would put in movies. I liked that. It was simple, and it made for relatable, easy stories. Brandon says, evening, Scott. Somebody gave me a B&H 2X anamorphic adapter this week, and now I'm in the deep end. Any decent anamorphic adapters you know of, or just by the great joys? You're just wanting to do the adapter? The problem with adapters is the getting single focus. Doesn't somebody have a behind the lens adapter? I messed with adapters a while back, and I did not enjoy the experience. I enjoyed the visuals, but I didn't enjoy the experience. I would just buy buy what's coming up, because there's going to be some cool stuff coming up. Like, NAB's coming around the corner. Anybody going to NAB, I will be there. Look forward to saying hello to everybody. A lot of computer research was going on in China before it was all went to Taiwan. I mean, Taiwan, so Taiwan has an advantage over China in that they're accelerated. But Taiwan is what happens when you take China and you take away the military control ish. I'm not trying to say anything massively like negative about China or anything like that. Don't get me wrong. I think China is a beautiful country. I'm just saying those things. Yep. Anyway, R5C2 rumors as well. Yes, I believe there is a patent link. Canon BoxyCam. Yes, I think they're going to dump the 500 and the 300. And I think they're going to do maybe a 100 and a 400 or something like that if you extrapolate. And I think the 100 is going to be a BoxyCam. And I think the 400 would be a darn right pretty cinema camera with some exciting features never before seen, except when we've seen them. My guess, I'm literally guessing, the white guy is going to be the bad guy, of course. Yeah, this is an interesting sadness, and thank you, Google, for applying so many rules that you created that. If y'all haven't looked up what Google's new AI did, it will do anything in its power. Well, it's the rule set, but it'll do anything in its power to not visualize a white person or a European white person in anything, and it's wild. Everybody's like, oh, it's a malfunction. I'm like, to me, this is literally what happens when you remove from your motto, "Don't be evil." Also, being very, very sarcastic. No, I hear you, Carlos. Yep. Atlas has a behind-the-lens adapter. Interesting. What have you heard about the Kippertie new version of the adapter? I've not heard much. I would like to be friends with Kippertie. I don't have the connection. I mean, I'm connected with them, but I haven't like spent any time with them to get, because they make some really good stuff. Looking forward. I'll tell you this, Ollie. This is my gut. If the R5 II fixes the problems with the R5, that's overheating, so it can shoot 8K all day long, good. It improves greatly the dynamic range. That's Tim's call out and everybody else's, and my call out, like Carlos and I've talked many, many times, the highlights in the R5 and the R5C. I can't get on board with them. But if they can fix those problems and then price it at $3,000, not $3,500, $2,995, they will sell way more of them than they ever sold to the R5. Yeah, I mean, it's true. Don't forget about the 700, Carlos, the shoebox that no one has. What was the patent leak? There was a bunch of patent leaks. Google Canon rumors, patent leaks, and then on Google sorted by last week. There's also, it looks like the 28-70, the lens that I love and hate and want so badly, but hate because of the negatives. It looks like through a patent leak that they're remaking the 28-70 in a new, better form. That's going to be exciting. People making AI write an AI movie script, right? Right? Gemini, show me a Viking. Picture of a huge guy that's not white at all. Well, the funny one I saw was what was it? The Germans. They said, show me what a German in World War II looked like. And none of them were German. There was like a couple of Asians. There was a black guy or girl. I can't remember. It was hilarious. None of them were like the German thing. The other one was the Pope. That it generated. I'm gonna just say they were black. I don't know what they were generating. I didn't spend more than a half a second looking. But when you say generate a picture of the Pope and it's black, there's never been a black Pope. Not that there shouldn't be, but that was so telling. And those are rules. Can Canon give us at least an HDMI? No, King, we need to, let's just do HDMI. I'm fine with it. No more midis, no more micros. Fix it. fit it in there. Everybody else can. Kippertai, if you rise, the shadows in the pics they posted, you may see some new stuff. I saw the block, the new design block. I saw that. The R5C had been a pleasure to shoot with, honestly. Canon's Mark IIs are always close to perfection. I am holding out. I will tell you this. I honestly, when I saw the price drop on the R5 to $29.95, I stuttered a little bit and came almost up with it. But didn't. I heard that the new Canon RF zooms are not going to be telescoping. There is a new set that are not telescoping. The internal zoom, which is awesome. Renee, looking for run-and-gun wireless lav receiver solution to plug into Komodo X, DJI Mark II, or the DoD Theos. I'm going to tell you right now, the Theos is amazing. Don't use today's audio as an example. Wait for my review, not next week, the week after. I'm done with it. It is amazing. The Theos system, hands down, and it is an entirely different class of wireless audio system than a Rode or DJI, all that. Just if you have Komodo X, you're doing yourself a disservice by doing DJI mics or Rode mics. Jump up, get a Theos or something in that class. What's up, Jason? How you doing, buddy? Mr. Kessler Sales right there. Anything video focus should move to SDI. Let's retire HDMI once for all. I want there to be something new, and I want there to be something robust. I want them to think about everything that's going to be put into, and stop putting consumer stuff on professional stuff, and stop making professional stuff as flimsy as consumer stuff. Rear anamorphic adapter causes rectangle bokeh because that's true. That's a good point. Moving house, Tyler Perry. Jobs are going to be lost. Being told that it can't do all these things is one thing, but actually seeing the capabilities, it was mind blowing. There's what we've seen today. There is another level that is mind blowing beyond that. There's already another level that is showing up. It's mind blowing, but it isn't going to get rid of us. He said in an interview with the Hollywood Reporter on Thursday, noting that the productions might not have to travel locations or build sets. This is true. What I think is most glorious, I think AI will help the Mark Toyas, great man, rest his soul, the Mark Toyos of the world make their movies like Toya did. When, using Unreal and the new Chaos, using Unreal and being able to soon with a $20,000 budget of hardware for a person at home, and they could conceivably make a high quality location short or mini. It's mind-boggling. I'm surprised Canon has not followed the Nikon ZF formula. They don't follow each other. 1.2 and 35 1.2 should be presented. Yes, I don't think the 24 1.2. I don't think that one's. There's something else. It's a 1.4. There's a 1.2 35 that's definitely been leaked, and there's a 80 to 150 f2 that has also been leaked. Atomos equals flimsy. Yeah. Hey, Art. I have been impressed with the Theos. Yes, indeed. I can live with HSD. What is HSD? HSD. What is that? It's going to be another one of those that You're like, really? Back when we were doing DR, or not, what was the one that got me? Alex says, have the Rode Wireless Pros and using my Komodo X as a camera hop for my sound bags. Theos, all that. Yes, and that's why. Theos can do way more. It's not about, hey, it sounds good and it works here. No, it works everywhere. And that's what you need. You need the flexibility to change. If I fly to LA with my Theos, what works here is going to be different in LA. And quite honestly, you fly to some country with your DJI mics, you might find out that 2.4 gigahertz that it's operating in is crowded, and all of a sudden you can't get a signal. It was kind of like NAB when the digital mics first came out, the 2.4s, and everybody's like, "Oh my God, it's amazing." I couldn't even use a wireless mic before because NAB is full of wireless mics, and so these work. They cut through everything. No, there was nothing there. Now everybody's got them, and guess what? It's kind of hard to use them now. HDMI, just make sure we have a timecode port. Yes, timecode absolutely critical. NAB better have new Bright Tangerine Misfit kit. Well, I don't know. Why must they have that? But I know Bright Tangerine will be there, and so will I. The Canon RF 28 to 70. It's 300. Yeah, it was during the Christmas thing. It was like $500 or $600 off. Unreal AI is going to be made. Now, John, like, in AI, no, Unreal. I am not the guy who can sit there and build a mountainscape and build a cabin and all these things in there. I'm not that guy. I can't work in that thing. I'm going to be trying it very soon here. But I have a visual in my head of exactly what I want it to look like. And when I can go to Unreal and prompt it to do that, of course, I will love it. And I will use the ever-living heck out of it. Because that is going to make our lives better. Somebody was defending AI, saying, hey guys, you need to be on the forefront of this. It's not going to be the people that create stuff. It's going to be the prompters that create stuff. You got to learn how to do it. They're going to have to pay us to prompt them. No, they're not. Your job is gone week 2 when AI takes over. It's not, but when that happens, because the whole point is for it to be simple for you to type in. So they'll never hire you, because it'll literally be, hi, I'm president of HBO. I want a movie that looks like this, sounds like this, blah, blah, they type it in. They're never going to hire you for that. They're just going to do it. And we won't watch it because we'll pay with exposure bucks. Oh yeah, that will free up your budget. Brandon, hey Scott, I need a professional lav kit for interviews. I get an audio of people in noisy restaurants while they're working, but I still need clean audio, and it's just me filming. Any recommendations? Yeah, so you need to do a couple of things. You need a lav kit, and honestly, get the Deity Theos. Do it. Do it. You also need a good boom in there, because you need a highly directional mic. And then you also need, because you're starting to spend some money here, you need to hide mics. So I put this here, it's sitting on the table. I'm never going to move the ashtray. Right here in front of the ashtray, put a microphone, because you need all of it in order to get a complete audio picture in a noisy environment like that. And that's literally how an audio engineer is going to come and approach that, or a field engineer. But Theos, look at Theos. Honestly, look at Theos. It's hard to believe. if you buy into the Aputure D ecosystem, the integration is also worth its weight. It truly is. It truly is. I say tremendous things about Aputure and now Deity because of how they build an ecosystem, and it is worth it. The app-based everything, it's awesome. There's nothing wrong with the other stuff that's out there. They've been out there forever. What I'm saying is the ease of use, the peace of mind, and the quality. This is not junk. This is freaking metal. This is a solid and tiny. I mean, this is tiny compared to this, but way more capable. And guess what? My favorite feature, the adjustable power. So when you're in the middle of nowhere and you're 10 feet away from your actor, set it to 10 milliwatts and you don't have to change batteries all day. You're a busy Metroplex, bump it up to 100 milliwatts. Away you go. Art says, if you put together an NAB party, I'll be there. So Art, I don't, shoe fly, don't bother me. I don't have a party planned, but I will absolutely have a cigar meetup, and it's in Caesars, and it's outside, so you'll be around cigars, but if you don't enjoy them, there is seating that's a little bit away from there that we all just chat, and there's usually anywhere from 5 to 15 of us there, and we do that every year, and we do it at Casa Fuente, and the reason is they make the most amazing mojito. It's a tangerine mojito, and it's probably going to be $30 this year, but I'm telling you, it is worth it just to go for that. But I will definitely be doing that. I fly in on Friday, and I'm leaving Wednesday. So I don't remember what my flight times are now. I probably shook that up, huh? So I will most certainly have Scooby-Dooby-Doo, give me where's my stuff? Why is it not giving me my time? It's so weird that it why did you populate it but not hit enter for me? Okay, so I arrive Friday night about 8 or 9, and then I leave in the afternoon of Wednesday. We will almost certainly be at Casa Fuente on Friday night at some point, but not planned. And then it'll be loudly spoken probably like a Tuesday night will probably be the meetup for that. But I would love to see again, Art. Why is Canon pushing heavy sales on everything? Because they're replacing it. What do you prefer, Scott? Rotobrush or Magic Mask? Well, I don't use After Effects anymore, so I would have to say Magic Mask. But both of them are kind of I'm a creative director in an agency, and we're hiring a lot fewer designers, artists, not because AI is there, it's not, but because clients are okay with it. This is true. This, Alec, goes to my point of why I believe Tyler Perry is actually not spending, or the other half of the reason why he's not spending the $800 million, is that I call it the dumbing down of viewing experience. And I am never going to be that person. I do get on TikTok every once in a while. I'd say probably every 2 weeks on average, and I might spend 20, 30 minutes. And I usually would just flip it through to see what's funny at the time. The only thing I really like is the one guy who does voices for the animals. Can't remember his name. But TikTok to me is the culmination of dumbing down of everything. YouTube Shorts, dumbing down of YouTube. And YouTube is about not being dumbed down. Check and check. Brandon, feel free to buzz me. I can fill you in some more. I'm a little late, but we'll be ordering F-22 soon. Very good. Do it, King. I've got the boom. And when I can get them to sit down. Yes. Well, I mean, you need to hire a boom op. What about an NAB meetup at your favorite barbecue joint? Now, NAB is not in LA. That's Cine Gear. And there was talks. I don't know whatever happened to it. I think it got lost. But, I mean, last year, Jared was like, yeah, let's do that. We were supposed to have a red barbecue. And that I was going to make the barbecue and have it all at Red Studios. It was probably just in conversation, but I was down for that. I would flat out bring my smoker and make some brisket for everybody. Heck yeah, I'll totally do that. AI is totally screwed, Alec. Client expectations for time and cost. It happened fast. The explore concepts phase of a project is now CD manager. Yeah, I mean, the benefit though is like being able to quickly get visuals for inspiration, because I'm not using what the AI gave me. I'm using the inspiration it gave me in what's my head. Just like I'm talking about my Alien movie, there's a specific thing that happens that I've had a hard time visualizing how I was going to pull it off where it was not like anybody else's. AI showed me some visuals that helped me lean and push it a different way slightly. It's still going to be awesomer, but it helped. It was good for that. I enjoyed that. Joe says, Theo's latency bother anyone? 6 milliseconds isn't nothing. Just have to delay the boom mic. I mean, there is zero concern of latency with timecode. I mean, if you're using Theos, you're using timecode. When you have timecode, there is no latency. Timecode is programmed in. I'm excited for the Phantom Power Theos transmitter for my boat. Yes, Alec, it is literally the only thing missing from the equation of Theos. And yes, I'm certain. Hey, look at a shark. You can see a shark. You rarely get the shot of a shark. Look at that. How many dogs got a shark on the back? Scott, do you actually, this an HBO executive will type in their own... Yes, I do. No, but I mean, that's ooh, pulled it back because I laughed too hard. Where'd you go? I'm old. No, spasm. That's what AI wants, is to have anybody go and create a movie. And honestly, what they dream about and what Netflix dreams about is not having to hire anybody. You go to your Netflix device and you type in, I want to see a Civil War movie where the villains are tribbles and the heroes are Smurfs, but I want it to take place in zero gravity. I want it to take place in the 1800s. I want it to take place just when time travel has been invented in the 1800s. Yeah, go figure. And you say that to Netflix, or you think it, and then it generates a movie live for you, and you watch it. But guess what? There's going to be a lot of friends and family and husbands and wives and who are going to be like, I don't want to watch your movie. Because your movie always, I get to pick the movie this time, you know? And by pick the movie, I get to write the movie. No, because it's too scripted for that person. Renee says, attending a Dune 2 pre-screening this Sunday. Anyone else there? I am. I got to rewatch Dune, the first part. Dune 2, woohoo! Barlow says, Andrew from D&D shared pictures of the prototype that is being tested. So it's on its way, and I'm also waiting for it. Yes, it's the missing piece, because that is what I have with my, no, boy, I'm going to do some audio testing, boy. Yep. I think that's an actual future for AI, behind a massive paywall. Oh, for sure. And guess what, Ian? The moment it's behind a paywall, no one will use it. Trust me, because we think of I don't consider Netflix quite a paywall, so to speak. It's more of a service. A paywall is when you put something up in front of something that required no effort or very little effort. Oh, what's up, Rexy? Is it dinner time? All right, buddy. We'll go. You haven't even gotten up. Your time change must be messed up. If it required no effort to create, if it requires no effort to deliver it to you, why would I want to pay for it? That'd be really. Other than the first one. That's it. Alrighty then. I think, you know what y'all could do though? Y'all could all hit that like button. Just like one time. Just go click. Just on the like button. Just to get those like. There's we got 10. Those are rookie numbers. We got to pump those up. Is the DMC2 EVF on Raptor and Komodo X going to display high frame rates just like the small HD DMC3? No, it has this. Well, it has. It's the same. It's the same. Yeah, it syncs better, and there are improvements to make it work better. But I believe it is a 60 hertz OLED display. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. Ooh, 15 likes. I see. Thoughts on the Blazer? I have not touched it. I would like to, but I have not touched it. Yeah, at least 35 likes. Little Jacob says, yep, the same goes with paper and all the best advice. If you give it away for free, it won't be valued. If you sell it for $50, it'll be valued more. AI then needs to be priced extremely high. Let me ask you this. Art. People buy a Van Gogh, or they buy a Rembrandt, they buy whoever, an impressionist or their favorite artist. They buy it for tons and tons and tons of money. Hey, buddy, what you doing? You getting up? All right. They buy it for tons and tons of money. Are we assuming that they're going to no longer buy art because they can just go to AI and type in, I want a Van Gogh? I honestly, I've generated with Midjourney hundreds and hundreds of frames. Zero, and I mean zero, have I printed out and hung on my wall. Zero. This right here, I did that. That's acrylic paint pour. I did that. You can't go that way, buddy. Sorry. The wall has to be opened. We can open the wall for you. You want to open the wall? You want to? We'll open the wall so you can get in there. He wants to go to his more comfy spot. It's after 6:30, so. There you go, bud. There you go. You can go back there. You know, so yeah, nobody's gonna be proud. I mean, let's say you're the consummate family. You've got your 2.3 nuclear family kids in your nuclear family. your kid goes to Midjourney and types in a prompt and prints it out for you, are you going to hang it on the fridge? You're not, because your kid didn't do anything. Now, if your kid goes to Midjourney, types in the prompt, and then draws something based upon that prompt, the output, you would hang that. Why? Because your kid did it. Same thing. There's value in that. Is the Red EVF worth the extra over the Zacuto? There are some advantages to it. I like the Zacuto Chameleon. It's very nice. The advantage is it's not taking up an SDI port. It is a little bit better than the original. Is it worth the extra tube? It depends. Depends on how much you use EVFs and how small, because there won't be a smaller one than the red one that is very small and capable. Who let the fly in here? Probably when I open the door to the outside. What would you like to see on the 28 to 70 Mark II? I want it to not be made in the plasticky way that it seems to be made. I feel the quality of the glass is sublime, although it does have some weird stuff in it, but it's gorgeous image. But it doesn't feel very good, and I want it to feel like my 70 to 200 EF Mark II. But then no one sees it as valuable because it's not real. Yup. I'm an illustrator here professionally for notable products, so yeah, I'll chime in on this. Hello, Mr. Rob Eagle. How are you? Hey, Rob, is there anything new that you're going to be teasing from Bright Tangerine? Inquiring minds want to know at AB. And if you can't say, that's fine. It's all good. True, the human connection is what art is all about. That's correct. You know, the Britney Spears, the Taylor Swift, the Swifties. Do you think anybody would be a Swiftie if Swiftie was just AI? There wouldn't be any Swifties. I'll give you an example. There's an Instagram. It's absolutely hilarious. Let me look it up here. Pretty sure it's called like There I Ruined It. Yeah. There_I_ruined_it. And they do mashups. They do the most hilarious audio mashups ever. Like they make Snoop Dogg and a 1940s country song, and they mash, and it's incredible. And they use AI in a lot of it. I enjoy it, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to go out of my way every day to see something new from them. It's just funny and it's a little bit entertaining. But they're also a band. But I don't have any desire to see them as a band. Why? Because they can't ever create anything that hasn't already been created. Even though they mashed it up, it doesn't feel right. In my opinion, if you find it for good money secondhand, yes. But if we refer to the $800 adapter, the $250, it's going to work. Yep. The more something is digitized, the more it's valued. Well, it's about effort. Think about it. People will pay an exorbitant amount of money for a handcrafted desk. Why? Because it was handcrafted. People will pay an exorbitant amount of money to have their portrait painted by so-and-so because the value in the effort, there's a perceived value in the perceived effort. There is no perceived value in no effort AI, in my opinion. This is my opinion. Brandon says, so should I wait for the Phantom Power Transmitter? You don't need to wait because it's just going to work with the system. It is a transmitter. And so you're ouch, my head. You, well, uh, the receiver is on the Komodo over there, but you get in the Theo system, you get, like in this one, you get the 2 transmitters and a receiver. The receiver is a dual receiver. All you got to do is take this out and put in the XLR, and you now have a Theo's on the floor. You now have the XLR, and it works. The wireless, and you plug it into the system, and you can keep expanding those. The adapter is a pretty big deal breaker for me because I really like my mid 49 top rail and handle. Yeah, I hear you on that, and it's been a tough one, and I think Red's been struggling with that. I'm the parent that took the drawing that my wife hung on the fridge and put it in the drawer. I felt so bad. We were spring cleaning, and it's you always tend to keep like your kids' report cards and the stuff, everything that they ever did, and blah blah blah. And someone had posted on X something. I forget why they posted it. Oh no, it was that was a friend of mine on Facebook. That's what it was. He the guy that created were those little lights, the little super bright LEDs originally. He went through some kind of darkness short thing that happened, and he wrote up the summary about how we save things because we think we're going to want to see them. We never see them again, but we saved them and therefore we feel like it. But the next generation has zero interest in it. So if I save a report card for my kid, I feel good that I saved it. And then my kid, when they get older, they're going to go, oh, cool, the report card. And then they'll never want to see it again. And at that point, it's junk. And so you kind of have to weigh things out. The sad part was we had boxes and boxes of stuff, and we went through it, and we selected some stuff, and then everything else. We told the girls, it was like, hey, do you have any designs on this? And they're like, nope. And so we tossed it. But I mean, our kids are the walking example of everything. It's not the stuff that they did as a kid, because that is who they are. We love our kid, but she isn't an artist. I like your idea. Instead of Netflix, call it You Dream. $29.95. It'll be more than that because all those damn commercials. And then if you want it in more than 480p and you want it, you don't have to wait 2 hours for it. Yeah, it's going to cost you more. Suggestion for a shotgun holder that can be rigged onto my Raptor X. Ricote, is that the name? They make a couple of good ones that will go right onto a hot shoe. That's what I was showing the other day on the X. Yes, is everybody under NDA? Sorry, everyone. Rob's not going to say nothing. I mean, people spend money on stupid stuff like virtual real estate, so should they? Yeah, well, how about the newscasters? If you watch the nightly news, I don't, but if you watch the nightly news, and all of a sudden the nightly news is now a robotic AI, but you still need the news. I bet you $10 that after a couple of months, if not a couple of hours, you never watch it. You simply listen to it. Because what's the emotional connection? There's no human. Yeah, right code Envision is awesome. Yes, exactly. I only say that because people will value it less because digital artists, painters have a much harder time to sell their work to normal people. Yes, because the perceived value is not there. And I really despise digital artists who present it as real. Oh my God, don't get me started. Envision is a hot shoe. Yep. Even though I can do traditional painting, oils, I can only do certain levels of it myself. It's way more expensive for the product. It takes much longer to make. The client will pick that almost always. Yes. Thanks, Ollie. Well, that's what Ollie's for. He's full of information. If I don't find a box full of my report cards, I'm going to be pissed. Joe, you can say, you go to your parents and go, do you know Scott? Did he say something to you? I did that. I was at my mom's, and we went through a box of like some of my stuff. There were like 4 report cards. I was like, I remember that. I put it back down. How do you explain NFT art? My hot take? I explain it exactly as it happened. It's worthless now. Even though NFTs were supposed to be so much more, people are like, it's not done. It's just now getting started. No. It's you had a chance at it, and it's gone. It's reality. Alex says mid 49 is a shotgun mount that will work. Hot shoe. Oh, I haven't seen that one. I need to look at that one. Mid 49, I love. They make great stuff. I think Mutiny ought to get into that market. I've definitely mentioned a few things before. I'm not a hardcore AI user at all. However, I create a visualizer music video for an artist at 8 to 16 seconds. Yeah, at a time per scene, and not using it at all. I could have shot an actual music video in that time. Did you get paid the same? If you got paid the same as shooting an actual video, and I know you said you couldn't have shot it. That is true. If you got paid the same, you're not an AI genius. You're a marketing genius, and we all need to learn from you. NFTs blew up in part of timing too. People stuck at home looking to make money and found free money. Yep, thought it was perfect. For the chair time, 16 seconds of chair time. Tell me you had a minimum. All right, folks. It is it's 6:52. Is there any last minute comments, questions, likes, subscribes, anything like that? Any of y'all, honestly, Brandon Talbot, if you are going to buy the D&E, please use my B&H affiliate link. I greatly appreciate it. You don't have to, but it all helps. If y'all are looking to buy anything, feel free to use the affiliate links. If you had to shoot with only one focal length for the next 6 months, what would it be and why? One focal length, so it's a prime. You didn't say I was limited to one camera. So I would choose the Mamiya 45 millimeter because it's medium format and I can make it a wide or I can make a telephoto depending on what I adapt it to. There you go. Plus it looks really good and it flares nicely. 60 hours. All right. You're a marketing genius. Nothing we can say. We can all go home, folks. I had it, ruined it for everybody. I picked up a Kessler Arca Swiss quick receiver. I like it so much. I picked up another. Kudos, Joe. I hear you, and I understand, and it's the reality of it. It is. It's an addiction. It's real. The truth is, you're not done. You're going to buy a couple more because they're worth it. Do it. Do it. 50 millimeter full frame. Yep. Just throwing this out there. If y'all want some designs, let me know. Best way for me to support the stream. Very cool. Designs of what? What are you designing? Some small designs. What is this fly? You're making me mad. At least you're not a wasp. 10 minutes per clip and another 5 to 10 minutes to upscale to 4K. It's not, I mean, I know people that are literally making money on Canva for their clients. It's wild. Thank you for the stream. Thanks for coming in and hanging out. Have a good weekend, y'all. Yes, and enjoy some delicious food. I'm on 8 receivers, I think. Wow. Ooh, logo stuff. Not full on illustrations. Very cool. Logos. I got you. I got you. I'm definitely been playing in the logo world. There's a hat. The Fly. I was going to kill it. Y'all know how to kill a housefly, right? Every time. You wait for it to land, and then you get your hands, and 6 inches above the fly, clap your hands. It will fly into your hands, and you smash it. Pizza or whatever, or what's for dinner? I don't know. Let's find out. What's for dinner? I bet it's pork. We did a pork shoulder, and she's like, I can't believe how much pork that is. We keep eating it. That's gorgeous. That's gorgeous. Wow. I can't show that because it wasn't sent to me. It was sent to someone else who's not supposed to send it to me, probably. So I can't even sneak it. I can't even. Ooh, we're having beef stroganoff. Nice. Nice, as Jacob said. No, okay. Did you steal that cup from him? Like, no. Ollie's back to laughing. I know he's laughing because literally every live stream. I buy these from the restaurant supply. I buy them. I don't care that they have Coca-Cola on them. I literally today, I purposely turned it around so that somebody wouldn't say, today's live stream is sponsored by. I love these tumblers. These are 24-ounce tumblers, and I buy them in 24 packs. And I have the red ones, and I have the clear ones. And these are the wife's. And these are mine. Very nice hat. Oh, you like? Oh, that one. Yeah. Okay. Hover and clap. Yes, indeed. Are you going to Brandon's event and use it? Yes, I am. I will be working the event, Carlos. And yeah. If anybody's in Texas, there's going to be a red event. It's a 1-day event, kind of a workshop kind of thing. Learn about reds. Put your hands on reds if you don't have reds. It's now free. So they got a sponsor to come in and buy up all the tickets. So it's a limited to 100 people, but I will be there. Balkan Blue will be there. Komodo X is going to be there. A couple other things are going to be there. I'll be working one of the breakout groups. So yeah, I will be there. The thing is, if you have a lot of Kessler's gear, you need a lot of receivers. It's not just Kessler's gear. I use it for everything. Everything. Let's continue the stream instead of burning props. Just much on some pizza, Scott. Keeps you streaming longer. Let's continue the stream instead of burning props. Oh, well, there's a thing about that, though. I don't inhale. No way does that get in there. So I'm good. And I don't do that many of them. It's not that big of a deal. Let me know if you need more props. No, Art, you're good, dude. Your care package was incredible. I just want to hang with you. Is all I want to do. That's all we need to do is get some Art and Scott time. Do you like I do like the John Wick. If so, how crazy that we never see the cops? Well, because they're so much faster. But I want to watch. I'm gonna watch them again now. Thanks. Honestly, the funny thing is, right now the wife and I we're rewatching Lost. It's funny that we talked about it earlier, but we're rewatching it because it's been a long time, and I loved some of the story arc. And there, boop, turn on lights. Okay. All right, everyone. It is time to let my dog out. Okay. He wants out. So everyone have a fantastic and wonderful weekend. Chapter 5 and 6 are now in production. Ooh, very nice. Everyone, be good, be safe, be creative, be tasty, make something delicious, have fun, relax, and, don't worry about AI. It's not going to be as bad. And as long as you're doing the other things, that's all that really matters anyway. You'll create something anyway. So, as always, as I like to leave it, don't let your passion center around your life. Let your life center around your passions. Bye, everybody. Bye. They were making fun of my cups again. In the stream.